Hello YouTube, this is that Yi guy. Today I have for you a video on Lost Ark, August, and September roadmaps. So in this video, I'm going to go over all the things that are coming up next, and as well as give you some of my thoughts and to go over it, and hopefully some of the insight I can offer will be helpful. Along with that, I want to quickly mention that we are getting a balance change in Korea, but it's going to come to an end at a later date. So once the date is confirmed, I'll have more information about that. Quick mention, Berserker's Mayhem did not get any changes. In Korea, it's still very strong, so there's no reason for them to change Mayhem, but Berserker's technique did get some changes. The first thing I want to go over in this roadmap is that they're actually going to change up the schedule somewhat. There's going to be a small content upgrade in August, so in the coming month, there won't be too much new coming out. And once that's done, they're going to do a tech and quality of life update in early September, and then a major content update near the end of September. So the scheduling is now slower than it was before overall, because we are catching up to the Korean version. There's less back-end content that's just waiting there. But the good thing is it will flow better. We're going to slowly match up and get the new classes. And in terms of quality of life, we seem to get them way earlier than we really should based on the schedule. So they will try to give us the quality of life that Korea has almost as soon as possible. Now for August, we're only getting two different things. One is that the Makara Festival, Blooming Makokos. So Makara Festival, what this means is that it's going to extend the event pretty much for much longer, and we're going to get new activities. So for people who don't really care about the side events, what that means is that you could just keep doing what you're doing and just do Chaos, do Abyssal, do Guardians, and just get the leaves and buy them, buy the rewards. But I do think that with new activity, we're going to get more things that we can purchase. Now the pet ranch is kind of cool. I'm looking forward to it. You can keep your pets here, you can boost them, you can raise their morales, etc. I am waiting until it actually comes out for our version before I make a video on it, because our pet functionalities, for people who don't know, are quite different than what it is in Korea, because in Korea there are certain things in a pet, like changing the stat, changing the buff, that actually cost resources. For us, it doesn't. So once this feature is actually out, I will actually do a deep dive and provide some more information about it. That's pretty much it for August, so that is relatively content light. So that's why they had to announce it for us. So we're prepared for a rather content light month. So for people who want to push your gear score during this time, catch up to a lot of content, this is a good way to do it. September part 1. So as they mentioned, this will be more quality of life. Now I'm going to go over each of these in a little more detail. Social update, global chat rooms, chat improvement, and guild group chat. So that's always good, more social interaction opportunities. But what I'm most excited about is improved cross-server interaction, including interacting with people on different servers in Stronghold and being able to add friends from different servers. I'm really looking forward to this because I do have many friends who play in other servers. That's not a flex, that's more that I'm kind of stuck on my own server without most of the people that I know. So this will give me a chance to just hang out with them and interact with them, and maybe finally get some likes on my Stronghold. Another thing that's going to be relevant is that right now you cannot have feast between people in different servers. The implication of this is also that if you're running Stronghold Feast, this will potentially be even more useful for your party than it was before. Customization wise, new hairstyles for each starting class. That's always good. More customization options. Now combat, Tricksome training ground updates to become better practice environment and let you test out different things. So skill runes, gems, engraving cards, and more skill points. This is actually really good. This was mentioned in a live stream by the Korean devs. This is going to be great because right now we're going to need to have the cards in order to test certain things. But once the advanced system is out, we can actually plan ahead. Would this gem help me boost my damage more than if I were to get this other thing. For example, if I were to get this room, would this help me more than this gem? And with the two different gems, which one helps me more in the DPS? With this change, we can actually do very extensive tests, and I'm really looking forward to it as someone who makes guides, as someone who likes testing math and different situations. Better PvP setting, improved guild system, improved support and setting for controllers. Now, for the part 2 of September, they're gonna be Machinists. So this is a class that most people know as Scouter. So Scouters are actually a very interactive class. So it's really cool. Aesthetically, it's one of the coolest class, I think. But I would say definitely check out some guides before you jump into it, because there are gonna be people who cannot get used to this playstyle. So you're gonna manage resources, cores, synergies. But one thing that's important is that this will come out after our current power pass for Punica expires. But what you can do is that you can create a gunslinger based class, and you can just go and use the power pass on the base class, but you don't go into the game, and you just wait until Machinist, which is Scouter, I don't know why they changed the name, actually comes out, have it go through and have the pass applied to this new class. Now keep in mind there is a chance we're gonna get like other resources or things like that, but that's a way you can kind of hold on and use the power pass on a future class. Next thing is at the end of September, we're also getting Kakul-Saydon. This is actually really exciting because this is not a typical 8-man raid. This is a 4-man raid. It's gonna change up the dynamic quite a bit. It's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be quite exciting, and there is really no normal mode where you can get like the better stuff. Like if you're trying to get Kakul-Saydon's drops, which are used to improve your existing sets, you can actually have to do the 1475 normal difficulty. Now there's a easier practice version, so you can go in at much lower gear score to kind of practice, but it doesn't give you the material. So right now in the existing Legion raids, you can just do the normal and just spend more weeks in order to get just as much material as the hard. But in this, you cannot do that. So you need to be at 1475 to get the set improvement materials. Of course, coming up, there's also going to be new cosmetic. Nothing skimpy, but I know people who are excited about these schoolgirl outfits, the really K-pop-ish like casual wear for the urban streetwear kind of thing. So yeah, this should be exciting. And that's pretty much it for this update. As more things come out, as more details come out, I will definitely try to cover it as best I can. One last thing is I will be traveling. I'm actually going to catch a plane in 2 hours to fly to Los Angeles and then fly to China. But I'm going to take my computer, my traveling laptop with me from work, and I'm going to try to still keep up with everything. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you so much for watching and have a wonderful day.